Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a will I buy it video, as well as a little mini life update, because I know that it's been another bit of a stretch where I have not been filming and posting, and this current treatment that I am on has absolutely been kicking my butt when it comes to symptoms. It has attacked my physical body a little bit and then mentally as well. Every day is different, but there are a lot of side effects, and it's definitely made me feel like filming has been a lot tougher. I feel quite sore physically and mentally also. You just feel really down in the dumps a lot of the time. So this is a mini update I'm going to give you guys, as well as kind of like talking about some upcoming makeup releases and whether or not they're on my radar. So let's get right on into it. First off, let's chat about the life update. So as you guys know, if you missed it, I did do a update video about a month ago now where I talked about my infertility journey. It's something my husband and I have been dealing with for the last couple of years. We've done 2 egg retrievals. We've done a couple transfers that have failed. They don't know why things are not working. We are just continuing to press on when it comes to the next treatment or the next transfer, just continuing to be diligent with treatments in hopes that we can get our miracle baby one day. That's obviously the hope. So when it comes to this current treatment that I'm on, this is the downregulation Lupron protocol, they call it. Because we had 2 losses already in our journey, the Lupron treatment was presented to me as an option from our doctor, who we do trust, simply because we're now preparing for our 3rd transfer. It was presented to me as an option. He warned me that it is going to be intense, and it is, and it has been. So despite thinking that I was going to be able to manage, like the other treatments I have done, which is like retrievals, things like that, you're quite uncomfortable for a couple of weeks. So if you're lucky enough to be getting eggs, then you're kind of feeling quite, right? Like when you're doing those treatments. So going through that has already been tough. Like I think those are very difficult to do, but this treatment is just different. It's longer. Lupron is a 2-month treatment. You get 1 injection every 30 days, slowly releasing in the body, and it's basically plummeting your estrogen as far as I'm understanding it. So it's really pulling those hormones down. And I have learned my body does way better with like elevated hormones, like a little bit more, even though it's still kind of chaotic, but like a little bit more hormones in like a retrieval process. My body does still uncomfortable, but does better than having all of them plummet down, because this like early menopause type thing, it is crazy. Physically, I have been feeling achy. You get crazy headaches. They're called estrogen deprived headaches. They're not quite migraines, but they're close. They have quite an intensity to them. You know, they say you can take pills if you need to, but I find that they sort of just kind of take the edge off. They don't really fully cure the headache. The other physical symptom is the hot flashes. I know that ladies go through this naturally. Like we get hot flashes when we're in menopause. This is a natural, normal thing. I don't know if because this is like Lupron, you know, this is kind of like drug-induced menopausal symptoms. I don't know if it's the same as if I was going through menopause naturally and how that plays out, but it's like wild. You kind of sit there, you're comfortable, and then all of a sudden you have this wave or flash of like just this feeling so hot, sweaty, you know, you're sweating constantly. And then all of a sudden, because you're all sweaty, like your flash is done and then you're cold. So you put on your blanket and you're like, what is going on? Like it is so chaotic. I will get those multiple times a day. But if it was just physical symptoms, despite all of that, because that's a lot, you get like soreness in your joints, a little bit of nausea too, but not that bad. I would say that has not been holding me back from filming. It's a little bit. I mean, the headaches are excruciating, but really it's the physical symptoms in combination with the mental symptoms. If I just had physical symptoms and I could pick and choose, I would rather have physical body aches and things like that compared to the mental toll that this medicine is doing to me. So I told you guys in my last video, I have been taking an SSRI for anxiety. It is something I'm struggling with. I think the infertility journey has not made that any easier, so I am on a medication for it now. It's almost like when I started this Lupron treatment, it's almost like the medication like stopped working. And it's not like it stopped. I think it just kind of masked. It got masked with the other treatment. So I'm still taking the SSRI, but the effects of like, you know, keeping your anxiety low, that has really been covered by this Lupron treatment. So my anxiety has flared up again, and you get really down and out and depressive thoughts. It is wild. So that in combination with the physical, sometimes you're just like laying down the whole day and you're sleeping in a little bit and you wake up and you're like, ugh, like I literally feel like I'm run over by a truck today. I do not feel like doing anything. And that is hard for me because I like to be productive. I like to keep up with my channel and talking to you guys, and having to step back this year for one reason or another has been very difficult. So trying my absolute best to power through this treatment. We have a couple of weeks left. I'm going to New York at the very end of this treatment as well. My husband and I celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary, so we're going to New York for that and to kind of like celebrate finishing this off. And then we're gonna go right into planning for our next embryo transfer in the fall. So prayers, please, if you believe in that. I would love all of your prayers sent my way for the success of this embryo transfer. It is something that I am praying for myself. It's not easy going through this. I've heard so many of your stories of people sharing with me in the comments and in my personal DMs, like people sharing their own IVF journeys and infertility journeys and the miracles that have come at the end of those roads. And I just really want a pregnancy, like finally, you know, I just want to get there. On a business side of things, there were a couple campaigns that I had agreed to do with some brands that I really, really love. And those came up so fast. I said yes to them multiple months ago. And then I realized that a lot of them are due like right away. So I do apologize. There's going to be a couple more sponsorships than normal kind of on my channel for the end of this month, beginning of September. So I'm sorry that they're so clustered together. I really was hoping to spread them out a little bit more, but with my treatment kind of keeping me a little bit MIA from filming, it caught up to me. And I know they have to be put out by a certain date because I made those obligations to the brands and I don't want to let them down. And I know you'll love the products that I share. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know ahead of time the sponsored content. I would have rather spread out a little bit more, but given that we're kind of at the end of the month here, I do have to make sure those are done, as well as putting out organic content. So bear with me. I hope you enjoy them anyways. I really like them, and that's why I've obviously said yes to them, because these are brands that I love. But you know who has really helped me out? He's already my bestie, like he's my little baby. But during these treatments, he is like extra cuddly, always my little shadow, like will not leave me alone. If I'm going to the bathroom, he is trying to push his way in. It's kind of like little practice for an actual child, because I know children don't leave you alone to go to the bathroom either. He is here to help me, and my husband is here, my friends, and you guys online. So thank you so much for all your support, because this is crazy. It's been a wild journey. We have a lot of lovely releases coming up, so let's chat about them and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. There's a few that I really am interested in, and there's some that I'm like, yeah, we can skip. We've seen this before. I'm pulling up the Trend Mood Instagram page because this is where all of the updates I get anyways are coming from. There's a lot of other pages out there that are great. So the first one, you guys, I am so excited for this one. Like, I'm already like, yes. This is a new Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette that's coming out, and I'm really excited for this one because I just love his palettes. He's got a mixture of shimmer and mattes in most of his palettes, but this one is actually just a matte palette. So of course we've got the two cream shadows in the corner that they always are constructed to have. And then we've got all matte shades. This is going to be perfect for those of you that just want an everyday palette, just mattes. I have a lot of friends in my life that love this type of stuff. They're not into super heavy shimmer or doing a ton of work when it comes to their eyeshadow. They just want like a one and done color, cool and warm tones. In this one, it is going to go for 70 American dollars. It says you can build like natural soft looks with this and then go all the way to glam looks, like more, you know, intense smokiness, because there's those deep blacks in there as well and deep browns. So you can do a lot with this one. And if you are a matte fan, you will love this palette. So this one is definitely on my list. I will be absolutely getting it and reviewing it for you guys. It says it's coming out on September 1st. I will be in New York for that. So when I come home from my trip, I will definitely review it for you. Let's talk about more eyeshadow palettes. We've got some new ones from Too Faced. Okay, they've got like really cutesy themes that are coming up. One is called Maple Syrup Pancakes. It's actually like colors that I see a lot from them, I'll be honest. So I'm not like super excited about this one. It's not like I'm super pumped to go and get it or it's like totally unique from them. It just seems like it's a bit more of a same old from Too Faced and, you know, just a different cutesy theme. It's supposed to have a maple syrup scent too that obviously appeals to my Canadian heart. I mean, come on. Maple syrup in Canada, it's directly linked. But this one is a pass. Just think the colors are just not wowing me, and I feel like I have a lot of those colors over and over again from this brand already. We also have Pop-Tarts collaboration. So one is called Frosted Strawberry and one is called Brown Sugar Cinnamon. I will be completely frank with you, I was not one of those kids that grew up on Pop-Tarts. So I think if you did, this would appeal to you more, but I was not one that ate Pop-Tarts. I don't know why, they never appealed to me, and now I'm gluten-free and can't eat them, I guess, unless they have a gluten-free option. But these are like mini palettes. They're supposed to be at Ulta, I believe. They're in like their cardboard packaging, which to me has never been their best product in the past. I'm not saying it's a hard and fast rule. Usually their tin packaging has like their best formula, although cute, similar shades that they've done before. I would pass on these as well. We have a sneak peek here at Holiday, and it's interesting because there's similar palettes, which I was very surprised to see. The first collection is from Lancome. This is the Lancome and Louvre Museum, or Louvre. I have been to this museum, fun fact, when I was in Paris, and it's lovely, just like how its, you know, reputation says. But it says this collection is inspired by the majesty and elegance of the Renaissance art. Love the packaging. It's got a really cool embossment in these lipsticks. I think the lipstick colors are not like super unique or new to the brand. They do have that gorgeous packaging. It's got like almost like a sculpture face on it. Those really beautiful wearable colors. So those are lovely, but I think I will pass just because I do have a lot of those shades already. I do like the palette though. If you look really closely, it's kind of like eyes and like a hair or a side part of the head of a sculpture. I want you to pay attention to the shades though. There's like that really deep green, you know, kind of those pinks and stuff. It looks really beautiful and I would not mind trying that out. So that would maybe be the one thing I would get from this collection. The others I'd probably pass even though they're so beautiful, but you know, we all have so much makeup. I have to be a little bit more selective even though it's like my passion. When it comes to the other holiday sneak peek, this is from Guerlain. Again, this is a high luxe makeup brand and you can see there's, you know, at least half of this quad is similar to the Lancome palette with that deep green and that cool like pearly pink color. They also have really wearable lipsticks. They have a terracotta healthy glow powder. They also have that beautiful jar that looks gorgeous. That tin for the pearls. I love the greens and the gold in this. I also think it appeals to me packaging wise because I'm a May birthday, so my birthstone is an emerald. So this like really deep green always is just like so nice. So I might be getting those just because I love that. I love the color and I love the light pearls. They're great. It's kind of like one or the other. If I get the Lancome one, then I'm probably just going to skip this one. We do have a couple new concealers. So the first one is from YSL. This is the All Hours Concealer. This is already listed on Sephora, but it's out of stock. So I haven't been able to see it in stock yet. It says coming soon on Trend Mood, so I'm not sure when it's coming, but it's supposed to be a creaseless concealer, creamy, full coverage, designed for a natural soft matte finish, hydration as well, which we love to see. The doe foot, this one's really cool. It's supposed to be like precision application. There's quite a point to this doe foot. So very excited to try this one out. I will keep you guys posted. This is definitely one I will test, considering we've had a lot of concealers lately that have been released. The last concealer, side note, I already ordered it. I found on Sephora they were doing a limited early release on this one. I'm very excited for. It's from Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Hydrating Concealer. Hydrating being my best friend. I love that. So this picture of Lady Gaga, she's got a lot of concealer on her face. I probably wouldn't wear this much, especially under the eyes, but it looks really nice. It's a revolutionary hydrating clean concealer, has 20 plus skincare ingredients, 31 shades, 6 shade families, they call it, and 4 undertones. Available on September 7th. I was a big fan of her foundation, so I think this concealer is going to be right up my alley too. This will definitely be a review coming soon, so don't you worry about that. Marc Jacobs Beauty is coming back. This is big news. I have really missed this brand. I love their eyeshadow palettes. I loved their bronzer back in the day. Apparently they have inked a deal with Coty brands, which is really great. Coty has just begun work on the Marc Jacobs brand, so it's going to be around in 2 to 3 years. So we still have a little bit of a ways yet, but I just wanted to share with you guys that I will definitely be rebuying some of my favorites. If they're kind of bringing some of this stuff back with new and improved formulas, that would be great. I think that would be lovely. It's hard to know if they're going to completely just revision this brand or if they're going to pull back the classics and just do new and improved like versions. I'm curious what you guys think will happen, but I am excited to check this out because I really loved a ton of their makeup back in the day. Milk Makeup is coming out with a Pore Eclipse Matte Translucent Powder. I like that this is talc free. It's supposed to be weightless. It's supposed to be translucent, control shine, blur pores, set makeup. I am finding that lately, just because of where we're at in life, I have been powdering my face a lot more. I am not used to feeling so sweaty all of the time, so I've really been laser focused on powders, and I really like the weightless ones because I am layering them constantly. So I am really excited to try this one out from Milk. The packaging style is not my favorite. I don't really like the loose powder idea. I much prefer pressed. So yeah, it's not my fave to have a loose powder. Of course, it's not a deal breaker. They have a light, medium, deep, and very deep, but the loose powder thing, ugh, I kind of wish it was pressed, but that's just like my personal preference, you know? I'll let you guys know how this one is. This will definitely be a one to purchase and to try out. The Rhode skincare line by Hailey Bieber. Say what you want or have your feelings about Hailey. I'm not really kind of that invested in her personal life or anything like that. What I will say is Rhode is good, okay? It's good. Sometimes celebrity stuff, so gimmicky, so bad. This is good, and she's coming out with a limited edition flavor of her Peptide lip treatment, which I really like. It's strawberry glaze, and it's in collaboration with Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme, I believe, is coming to Winnipeg, where I'm from, like very soon. But I can't have donuts anyway. Hopefully they have a gluten-free one. But it looks really good. The only thing is that it is not tinted. I so wish it was tinted. That would be great. But I'll probably end up picking this one up anyway because I really like this brand. I like the toner. I like the moisturizer. I love the glazing fluid. It's so good. I just think, you know what? Worth it, worth checking out. The hype is real with this one. There just was a little bit of a missed opportunity with the fact that this isn't tinted. If this was like a light pink, she would have scored a 10 out of 10 for this, but it's clear and that's fine. I'm sure it has a really nice strawberry scent. I'm excited for this one too. This will be a yes. The last product I want to talk about is actually new from Fenty Beauty. This is just in Europe right now, and I don't know if it's going to come to us in the Americas or whatever. This is the Shadowstix lid. Okay, I think it's a German word, Lidschatten stick. In English, it sounds like another word, but these are eyeshadow sticks with shimmery or matte finishes, and there's quite a few shades, like tons. I do think these will be fun to try. I think a lot of brands are coming out with an eyeshadow stick lately, so it's kind of been like a trend in the industry. Is it just staying in Europe? Because the name of this is very German sounding, and I don't know if it's actually German, but it looks like a German word. If you speak German, what does that mean? Lidschatten. I'm gonna type it in the video here just because I'm probably saying it wrong. I do like eyeshadow sticks for a one and done, so I will keep you posted on that one. If I can get them, then a yes. If it's just in Europe, I won't be able to, of course, but let me know what you guys think about these products. And I can't wait till this treatment is over and we can move on to the next step and hopefully a pregnancy. I'm just choosing to remain excited instead of nervous because obviously things could happen again in a negative way, but I don't want to waste my time worrying about that. If it gets there, then I deal with it. But I'm hoping that this is the one. So I'll keep you guys posted, of course, as long as you are interested in it. And we will chat very, very soon. See you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.